Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Pokemon fans of the world, Mega Crashers here, and I want to bring you guys a new series. It's actually, it's new on this channel, but it's not a new concept because I have implemented a concept similar to this on our old channel, Mega Masher, titled Mega Masher Speaks, and that's basically where for however long, I talk to you guys about random stuff, and we set aside all the gimmicks, all the acting, and all the theatrics and stuff like that. And I just talk to you guys straight up. Not as Mega Crasher, not as the Dean Ambrose of the Pokemon community, but as my real life self. My real life self. 25 years old, Corey Chase, just your average normal guy that has big dreams. But this series is going to be called Dressed Down. And that's exactly what I come to you guys as someone who's dressed down, someone who has stripped away all the gimmicks, all of the fronts, all the theatrics. And I bring you guys myself, my raw self. And in this video, we're going to be talking about trust issues in general. And trust issues is something that every now and then, more often than not, we all go through in life. What exactly are trust issues? Well, they are as they exactly sound. You have issues with trusting people, whether it be through friends, through acquaintances, and even more severely through family. You'd have to have some really major trust issues to not be able to trust your own family, which I think would be really sad. Family is something that all of us should be able to go to without a shadow of a doubt, without any nonsense, any roadblocks or anything like that. And for those that don't have family to go to, I'm truly sorry to hear that. If you come across this video, just know that if you speak to me, you reach out to me, I will reach out to you back, and I'll be a friend. I will help you out. But trust issues, to me, they're a lot like depression. They're both mentally debilitating in their own ways. And depression is something that I'm no stranger to either. And some of you guys have known that. See, for depression, it's a state of mind where it's just you feel compromised, where it's like you're not thinking straight, you don't feel good about yourself, you're not confident. And it's just a whole bunch of things. Like depression, for sounding like such a basic thing to explain, it actually goes a lot deeper than just a few things on the surface. And trust issues is in a similar boat where your mind has a hard time trusting people. And it could be for a long list of reasons. Whether it be because you've dated a girl and you don't trust girls again, or if a girl dates a guy, don't trust guys again, or it could be a guy dating a guy or a girl dating a girl. Could be a friendship gone wrong. Could be anything. Could be anything. But in that situation, there, it's where that experience, that negative experience, suddenly comes with you, right? It's stuck with you. And when you go to talk to new people, or meet new people or whatever, it could affect you, and it could affect your judgment about that person. And if that person picks up on it, they may get turned off, or they may think that you got some major issues, which, I mean, that it's the case, and you would hope that person would be understanding about it. But they're not always willing to be understanding. And I mean, you know what? At the end of the day, that's their choice. Even though it's a wrong one, it's still their choice. You can't control the actions of everybody. And speaking of that, which I'll get to a little bit later on, my whole life, or at least most of my life, from when I knew about trust and whatnot, I've had trust issues. And even to this day, I still have trust issues, especially because of a recent event, which I'll talk about, but I'm not going to give any names out of respect of the right to privacy, and because it's just, I don't know, I don't want any I don't want any hate or anything like that, being sent anywhere. It doesn't help solve the situation. It really does. In fact, it would make me feel even more like shit if that person or the people got hate. But anyways, my whole life, I grew up with a lot of issues. Um, One of which was autism, autism spectrum disorder, and it it is a very, like I said, it's a very complicated sort of thing to understand. Like you really got to do some research in order to understand um, what autism is. For me specifically, I have Asperger's, and it was a very tough thing for me to grow up with. And because of my Asperger's, I have had a lot of trust issues. I would take things way too hard, um, especially given at a young age. I was very naive and very immature. Didn't know how to handle situations. Um, but as I got older, things got a little bit better for me mentally. But then that's when my experiences, and that's when things that would start happening in life would get a hell of a lot worse. Um, Now, what would happen was that I would have these people that I thought were my friends. They would tell me that they were my friends, or at least pretend that they were my friends. And they were so very good at playing me because, well, I was pretty easy to play. It was a pretty easy game to, see who can get me going, or see who can use me up the most. And more often than not, it worked. I was too naive to realize that these people were fake. They weren't really my friends, and that's when trust issues got even worse for me. Was when I would start to get into, um, you know, liking girls, in sort of like the dating slash relationship kind of way. I would have girls play me like a fiddle. They would pretend to like me, or pay attention to me because they felt sorry for me because um, I was either singled out as the weird guy, or as some people would call me, the autism freak. Man, that was such a big mistake. Telling from like for me to open up to my whole classroom and say that I have autism disorder. Just kind of that's I don't know. I find that me being upfront and honest can be a fault, but that's just the way I am. And to be honest with you, at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with being honest. Um, for as long as some of you guys have known me, especially, you know that I'm a pretty honest and straight up guy. Um, but yes, and I want to apologize uh, for this video being kind of raw and unedited. That's kind of what this dress down series is going to be: raw and unedited, me just straight up talking to you guys. But yes, so I would have people pretend to like me, only to feel sorry for me, or only to use me. And then when I had outlived my usefulness, they would toss me aside like a piece of trubbish. Um, and it pretty much got to a point where I couldn't trust women, and it got to a point where I was developing a borderline hatred towards them, because I thought, my God, is this what all women are like? Like, are they these seductive and manipulative people that will just use people up for their own personal gain? I knew that was very wrong for me to think that way, but from things that I've experienced, and from still how little I knew about things, that's what I thought. But obviously now, no, I don't think that way anymore. Trust me when I say that. I'm a completely different person now, as someone say even 5 years ago, right? Um, Done a lot of growing up, but yes, when I got into about grade 9, there was this girl that I had really liked, and she knew it, and she played me like a fiddle, and I thought that it was legit. And I mean, I thought that things were cool, and that eventually we could probably start something else, like start like maybe seeing each other, dating each other, not just being friends. But then that's when things became really unhinged and just really took things for me in a very bad direction because this person played my trust, played everything about me. And then when I was at my most vulnerable, done. That's it. I was fucking squashed. And it really hurt. And it was really sad to see that everyone was oblivious to it and that no one was even acknowledging my state of mind or anything like that. And that's when I had trust issues even worse than before that. But then when that happened, I couldn't trust anybody um, except for my family. But yeah, um, throughout high school, I've had trust issues, uh, but I didn't really have like anything too specific to really talk about for high school when it comes to trust issues. I mean, for other things for high school, yeah, sure, there's a whole bunch of things I could talk about. But for this video and for this topic specifically, not so much. Um, I would have, a random person, a random friend, or, a random girl, play me like a fiddle. But, that it didn't really lead to anything too negative or too major. So, I just like, whatever, fuck that person. Uh, but then, when it was after high school, um, when I started getting into becoming an adult, and when I was, going on dating sites, and I was like talking to random people and stuff like that, seeing if things could work out. And I mean, obviously, from the way that you see me right now, I'd like to think that I'm an okay guy. I'm an okay looking guy. I'm not, a handsome GQ model, but I don't care. You know, looks are not the end all be all. I always say for any person in general, looks come and go, but personality is what will last forever. Um, the person's appearance can change. Everything on the outside changes, but on the inside, no. Um, but yeah, I had a lot of people stand me up, and a lot of people lied to me, and even say really nasty things about me, like say things like, "Oh, you're really confident for someone who has no good looks." And I'm just thinking, it's like, wow, like you must really, you either must be a man hater, or you are so pathetic that you can't like, rather than bringing yourself up by doing things for you, you got to drag down other people. But by then I was growing up a little bit more, and I started to kind of realize that, hey, like, I can't just start trusting these random ass people. I can't start trusting people who claim that they're my friends but they don't act the part. And I'd realized that I can't just start calling anybody my friend without talking to them first. Um, but the part that I had referenced to earlier about something that had happened recently, and I'm really reluctant to talk about this, but um, part of me being honest with you guys is being straight up, and I feel like that as a community, I can have that trust with you guys, that I can come to you guys and talk to you guys, and no matter what, you know, I could always walk away knowing that you guys don't judge me for what I talk about, through personal experiences, and you guys give me the encouragement and give me the boosts that keep me going in life, that keep me going on a day-to-day basis. But this thing that happened recently, and like I said, I'm not giving any names, because, like I said, if I did, there would be a torrent of hate or a torrent of any harassment or whatever that would go to that person, or the group of people, and I wouldn't want that. Even on my worst enemy, I don't wish for anybody to get harassed, or for anyone to get spammed or botted, or have threats sent to them. I'm not like that. I don't have the heart or the stomach to deal with that kind of stuff. Um, for me personally, like if someone sends me death threats, I don't give a fuck. You can do that, whatever, but it's if it happens to other people because of me, whether it be intentionally or unintentionally, I wouldn't feel good about that. But just give me a moment here. I'm trying to compose myself. Uh, this person that I had known for months, we had actually met through YouTube, and she was someone that I had talked to for a number of months, and we would talk either on Skype or through Facebook or whatever, and I had actually started to really like this person. Um, and what had ended up happening was that about I don't know, like it was a few weeks ago. Um, she started dating somebody who I'm actually friends with, and I was like, okay. I mean, I was happy for the both of them. I was a little bit, taken aback and a little bit upset at first, and and rightfully so because I'd really liked this person and I was dropping some pretty big hints, and I would think that she knew that since she kind of teased that by acknowledging it, kind of thing, if that makes any sense. But, anyways, um, the two ended up dating, whatever, and I was happy with both of them because my friend, he had his own struggles, and to see him happy, I couldn't wish for anything better for my friend. You know, my friend kind of it's weird because my friend kind of reminds me of of the kind of person I was a few years ago, where I wasn't as strong as I am now. I'm not saying that this person's weak. No, it's just different stages in life. And for whatever reason, I had thought that person reminded me a lot of who I was, but I could be completely wrong. But that's just my opinion. And I don't mean any disrespect to that person by it. So I do apologize if it comes off that way. Um, but this person that I had liked, who I was also friends with, um, we had talked after the two had initially started dating, and from there I got my closure. I kind of wanted to know what had happened, right? Like, how did this all come about, and did she even know that I had feelings for her? So, anyways, after we talked, things seemed to be a-okay. Like, everything was cool. And then I had sent her a message. Um, Waited a few days. She didn't get back to me, and then she, and then I sent her another message like a few days later. Still didn't get back to me. And you know the part on Facebook, right, where say if you send a message to somebody and it'll show if that person reads it, and say if they did read it, it'll say read at such and such a time and date and whatever. That didn't show up. So I thought that perhaps maybe either she didn't get my message or that she had seen my message, but I didn't bother opening it up to make it show that she's seen it. And then this right here, this is where the big bomb hit. She made a video titled something along the lines of "I hate fucking fake people slash friends." This video had recently been taken down, but I only needed to watch it once to get the message. I only needed to watch it once to absorb everything like a sponge. This person had lied about what had happened and called me fake, to put it bluntly. She lied about the fact that I suddenly stopped talking to her, which wasn't true. I had sent her a few messages on Facebook, and I even screenshotted it. Um, but there's also other ways of talking to me, especially for this person, considering that I had shared my contact details with her on Skype, and we Skyped a few times. And there's also, she could have contacted me on Twitter, whether it be through tweeting at me or through inboxing me. There's also YouTube, because we were subscribed to each other on YouTube. And see, that's not all. She not only did she make the video about me, but she also unfriended me from Facebook, unsubscribed from me on YouTube, unfollowed me on Twitter. And anyways, so she made a video and had said that not only I was fake and immature, but had also stated that I stopped talking to her after her and her man had hooked up. And just the way that she put it, and just how obnoxious it all sounded, I was just like, oh my god, like this was one of those times where I didn't know how to feel. It's like I wanted to feel angry, but I knew that it would just have been a waste of my time because it's beyond my control. I can't control the actions of other people, okay? I can't control that. If people want to shit talk me, go ahead. At the end of the day, freedom of expression. I don't care. Just, if you're going to shit talk me, tell the fucking truth. There's nothing I can't stand more in life than someone who lies. Like, liars are one of the fucking worst kinds of people that there are out there. Like, I am as straight and as frank with you guys when I say that. And, part of being a liar is being fake. And that's something I'm not. And so you could say that, in a way, she pretty much had accused a person of being fake when she herself did something a fake person would do. That's stab a friend behind the back and lie. So, I had spoke to this individual. I had said to him, it's like, man, did you even know that she made a video about me? And to be fair, he said that he didn't have much notice, that it was like minutes before the video went up that he knew about it. But at the same time, I don't want to make any excuses for him, or for anybody, or even for myself. But, the bottom line is that video had recently since been taken down, but that still doesn't justify or excuse the fact that this had happened, okay? The way I see it, we're adults, or at least that's what I thought. And if we're going to be adults, not only do we need to say the part, but we need to be the part. We need to be the part of adults. We need to show and demonstrate exactly what we say, exactly what we preach. Practice what you preach is what I always say. And I'm not a hard guy to talk to. For those of you guys that have spoke to me one-on-one, I'm not a hard guy to talk to. You strip away all the things that Mega Crasher is about, the whole Dean Ambrose of the Pokemon community, where I over-exaggerate and reenact rages and all that stuff. Like that's all fine and dandy. But for videos like this, where I sit down and I'm straight up with you guys, that this is legit. That Mega Crasher and Corey Chase were two completely separate beings. Just the difference is this one is 100% legit. But yes. So after all that was taking place, my trust was severely damaged. I thought to myself, my God, if someone who I had liked for a number of months, and someone that I have trusted as a really close friend of mine, just suddenly did me in like that, who could I trust? Like who could I invest trust in that I can count on to not stab me in the back and twist the knife that's already inside me? Like I don't know. There's a lot of things that can happen in life. I mean, I could lose my job. I could get into a car accident. I could be in a hospital, or I could, have a really bad illness. The thing of it is that one of the things that hurts really, really, really deep, like deeper than anything that I can explain, is lying, is people that hurt you by lying, people that hurt you by hurting your ability to trust. And it's things like this that are exactly that. You know, um, I I don't really don't know what else to say. Um, but I want to thank all of you guys who have hung with me this long, not just through watching this boring ass video, but through, since day one, where you guys have subscribed to this channel and this community, and even to the new subscribers. I want to say all of you guys, thank you very much. And I feel like it's really demeaning calling you guys subscribers. Like I don't want to feel like I'm giving you guys a label or a title. You guys are people, okay? You're not accounts, you're not bots, you're people. You're real people that I would like to call my friends. And from a community standpoint, that's exactly what you guys are. You know, um, you guys haven't given me a reason not to trust you and not to say that we're not friends, because whenever I came to you guys for help, whenever I came to you guys as a real person, the amount of people that have come through in droves and offered their support and their advice through the roof. And it is so overwhelming and so humbling. I mean, my God, if you guys remember back when I had made the video asking for your guys' help about me making the Pokemon cheating discussion video, which would, in fact, involve me making an indirect reference towards Verlisify. Um, when you guys had answered honestly, and the amount of people that just came through was very humbling. And I went through and I made the video and I tried to keep everything as clean and as right down the middle as possible, not having any personal biases against these said topics, that being cheating, Ray Rizzo, Verlisify, whatever, you know. Um, I wanted to keep everything clean and straight up, kind of like how in this video I'm keeping everything clean and straight up with you guys. I know I'm not perfect. Believe me, I'm probably one of the most least perfect people, or one of the most imperfect. Like, I don't care how bad that sounded, but you guys get it. I'm not perfect, and I know it, and I'm proud of it. I thrive off of not being perfect because it allows for me to be as open-minded and willing to learn from my mistakes, there's been mistakes I've made in the past, whether it be if you guys had pointed it out to me, or if I had realized it after, say I did or said something that was out of place. I would do everything I could to fix it and reestablish your guys' trust in me, kind of thing, to be reliable, to be a reliable source of information, to be a reliable source of entertainment, and to be someone that deserves your guys' click to the subscribe button. So the video is almost 3 minutes. I'm going to end this right here. I think I said all I needed to say about trust issues. Basically, the bottom line is everybody has trust issues. And every now and then we all go through things in life that it really, really sucks. It is a really shitty thing to be able to go through betrayals of friendships or betrayals of relationships or anything like that. But the bottom line is, if we didn't have bad experiences in life, how could we get stronger? How could we learn from negatives? We wouldn't. We would think that everything's all hunky-dory and everything was all good and that there was no possible way that anything bad could happen. But, you could say that it is a good thing that this happened, because it made me open up my eyes even more. Made me think, okay, you know what? Even the people that lay claim to have been my friends and then months later they do this. You can't keep people like that too close to you, because then that's when it hurts the most. So my message to you guys, for those of you guys who have been through this or are going through this or have yet to go through this, stay strong. Don't ever give up on yourself. Be who you are, be who you want to be, and be proud of it. If you're not hurting anybody, then be proud of who you are. Don't change for anybody. And just know that if you're going through trust issues and there's somebody or something that is making you have those issues, you need to address it. You need to pinpoint, okay, where is this issue coming from? Where is this issue of trust coming from? You know? And really study up on it. Really think about how we can deal with it. And when you thought of the best way to deal with it, go through with it and live your life. You know, whether it be confronting the person that you don't trust and being straight up, whether it be you cut the person out of your life, no matter how much you like or dislike them, you just cut the person out. That could be the best thing that you could have ever done. Or if you just ignore the person, just same thing. The thing is, one of the reasons that I feel like I can make this video and reach out to you guys is that I want to use my experiences to help you guys if you guys are going through stuff like that, or if you have yet to go through stuff like that, then at least a video like this could give you some perspective and some idea on how to deal with stuff like this and how you can overcome trust issues and how you can overcome things like depression, which I'll actually, I'm not sure if I made a specific video about depression, like a really in-depth one, like the one that you see here about trust issues, but I might. If you guys want to see more videos like this, Dress Down series, let me know in the comment section down below, and let me know about some ideas that you guys would like to see me talk about. You know, I don't just like to make Pokemon videos or gimmicky videos where I'm going insane and making an idiot out of myself just to get you guys to laugh. You know, I'm all about hearing out what you guys want to see me do. If you guys love videos like this, then please let me know. So I want to thank you guys very much, and again, I apologize for this going actually over 30 minutes now. Jeez. And if you guys enjoyed this video, then please make sure you fire off a like. I'm not going to ask for a number of likes. You know, you can like it if you want. I mean, it really, really helps when you guys show your support and show the likes, and shows that I'm doing something right for you guys. You know, with some of the videos I do, and with the state of mind that I'm in sometime where I'm upset or depressed about something, kind of like right now, I feel like that it's an insult to you guys that I do videos of random things where I'm not my full self. I feel like it's disrespectful because I'm not giving you guys my 100% self, even though I put everything 100% effort into my videos. I still feel like that if I'm depressed, I am taking away one of the biggest things of enjoyment out of the video because I'm not myself. And that's the reason why you guys click on these videos, is to have the expectation of me to be myself and to carry out what I do for you guys every single day. That's to be myself, do the best I can. But just know that no matter what, you know, I can have the shittiest day, and I want to still be able to produce content for you guys and to inspire you. And that's really all I want to do, is I want to inspire you guys. So that's really all I got to say. So thank you guys very much. Please show some love and support with likes and with comments down below as to, you know, tell me what you guys would like to see more of in this Dress Down series. If you guys like this series, let me know. If not, let me know. Either way, everything you guys do is appreciated and really shows. So thank you guys very much. And I love each and every single one of you guys. Thank you very much, and have yourself a wonderful day. This is Mega Crash, or I should say Corey Chase, signing off. Take care.